y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to the basement. It has been a while. Did you think I forgot? I did not forget, but we are here starting the new year with some new seasons of things, including Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 1. I've caught up to this last summer. Woohoo! Where we have left off. Okay, John was running for governor. Casey has seen their demise. Beth and Rip got married. Beth got fired, but she got fired from Market Equity, so does she still own Schwartz and Meyer? And Jamie, his pops. Because Beth said, if you don't, we're gonna burn it all down. So it's Yellowstone. Yeah, I'm excited to get back to it. I really am. I think some of you think I don't enjoy the show. I do. I just think it's ridiculous. But I'm ready to get locked and loaded. I got the cozy blanket because I'm sure, like most of you in the United States, it's 10 degrees outside. So I also have my hobo fire of hot tea to keep myself somewhat not freezing. I hope you have your favorite beverage as well. You're going to hit subscribe, like, all the things. Yeah, let's get back to it, y'all.
Previously on Yellowstone.
I know I'll look this up later, but I'm going to ask it now. How long was it between the release of the end of season 4 and the beginning of season 5? It was a while, wasn't it? Like at least a year plus, I'm guessing. Is it time for something?
Tears is how I feel.
Your tears are joy, Daddy.
Well, joy ain't what I'm feeling.
Oh, is he going to do a debate?
Yeah.
I can't see who that is.
Hello, Scott.
Scott.
You ran a good campaign. I congratulate you.
Hope you'll fight as hard for my supporters as you fight for yours.
Who are your supporters?
Try to keep all of Montana in mind when you're facing those tough decisions.
So John won the election.
Enjoy the night. It's yours.
Does that mean he can parole or pardon Summer?
John Dutton winning the race for Montana's governor with 53% of...
Ooh, that's close-ish.
The rejection of what projected winner John Dutton labeled the East Coast politics invading the mountains.
And Jamie is there. Jamie is there.
I've conceded the election to Mr. Dutton. He's now our governor. He's promised to represent all of Montana, and we are going to hold him to that promise. You know, when I moved to Montana 9 years.
Oh, he's not local. Oh. And I wanted to monetize this as much as possible.
It's time, Daddy.
And where's Casey? Casey's not here for this? Interesting. I think Jamie needs to play the long game. His dad will not be alive forever.
Then we'll do it together.
Hey, congratulations to the both of you.
Now? You're doing this now. He's doing this now.
Do you allow me the honor of introducing you to your constituents?
The honor's ours, Jamie. Well, that was very big of him. I know how much your office meant to him. He's not doing it for you. He's doing it to get on the stage.
The future of Montana is today. The future of Montana is a fifth-generation rancher whose family moved here 6 years before Montana became a state.
Good point. Good point.
Allow me the honor of introducing your next governor, John Dutton, and U.S. Senator Linnell Perry.
For half a second, I thought he was going to slip up and say, like, Mr. and Mrs. Dutton and cause all sorts of scandal. So in 1883, Graham Greene told James that in 7 generations, his people will want the land back. So this is 5th. So that means their kids' land taken away from them.
Right now, we are seen as the rich man's plaything. We are New York's novelty and California's toy. Not anymore. Environmentalists, they just love to debate what's Montana's most valuable resource. Is it the wolves? Is it the trees? The answer is actually pretty simple. It's you. Protecting you now is how Montana still looks like Montana, when none of us here tonight are here to see it.
That's not a bad wish. Protect the land. We'll feed you forever. That's trouble a-bubbling.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
Well, he'll kill the hotel and kill the airport. It's a good thing for the land, but I don't see how it's good for us.
So are they back to being like super adversaries now? Oh, what Market Equities is doing.
Get Sarah Atwood out here. We're taking the gloves off, fellas.
Now they're taking the gloves
I'm
off.
tired of playing with these fucking hillbillies.
Meanwhile, everyday work needs to get done. Oh, are we back in the past? She's a sweater. She's making me cold just watching her.
I leave for college tomorrow. Gonna study finance. You wanna go out?
Out?
A date. Before I leave.
Beth, you leave tomorrow.
Your window's closing.
I'll be done in a couple hours.
Meet you at the barn.
Can you tell she's making me cold just watching her? As my shoulders get more higher and higher. Is that supposed to be Lloyd?
Not one good thing happens in town, Rip. Not one good thing. We'll see. 4 a.m. comes early. When did his balls drop? Today, I guess.
Wow, they got him to sound just like Lloyd.
Army's reversed.
I know what they mean.
This should be interesting.
Does he not have a license, right?
Get you something to drink?
Vodka martini.
He's gonna need to see his ID to see if he's age enough.
You have ID?
I have two.
You like that martini dirty?
What do you think?
Trouble.
You got your hands full, buddy.
You let him look at you like
He wants to fuck me? You look at me that way. I can be a victim of it or a beneficiary. I choose the latter.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
She does just talk right over. They were younger.
I'm not yours to be jealous over.
I'll thumb a ride.
Are they all coming?
Listen, if she's bucking that hard from the beginning, smartest thing you can do is just jump off. Take this truck back to the ranch. We'll clown car our way back.
You sure?
That's awfully nice of them. They could have given him a super hard time. That's what I thought she was gonna do. She's so obvious.
I need him back in Helena tomorrow, so.
We're cabin, Beth. When's he coming back?
4 years. Maybe 8.
Something y'all should have figured out a long time ago.
I'm sorry.
What'd you do?
Nothing recently, but blanket apology to generally, cover the past.
Honey, and I mean this with love, but it's way too early for this shit.
I was fucking awful to you. If it is any consolation, I was worse on myself.
You know what your problem is? It's this. It's almost as big as this. And I'm the only one that knows that you have this, but you do. But when this gets going, then this gets going too.
You robbed us of so much time together because I was...
She cursing one of them to die, so they have even less time together.
I'm happy, Beth. With you, with life, everything's good.
But we needed what it took.
Knock on wood.
You need to find somebody new to fight. Or you're gonna sit around this house and you're just gonna beat the shit out of yourself.
Oh, jeez. That's probably true.
That's the goal for you today. I want you to find something that makes you happy. You do that for me.
So who's she torturing?
Walking makes me happy.
Come on now, I mean it. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, she rented the barns out for weddings. Ugh. Ugh.
You got calves on the ground. Take that shit and go around the other side. You see a coyote prowling our calves, I want you to shoot it. You see a wolf prowling one of our calves, I want you to shoot it.
Wedding guest?
You see a bear, let's try to haze them off. We'll call it in. Just take a picture with your phones. Let's go to work.
Because if you see a wedding guest around our calves, shoot it.
Take a picture and run it off. You can't shoot a bear unless it's chasing livestock.
Makes no fucking sense.
We learned this from season 1.
Hey, you know, in a half an hour, this entire room is going to be filled with your staff. And they're going to eat, and they're going to discuss the issues of the day. And then they will scheme and barter and bargain to decide which issues deserve your attention.
Yeah.
This sounds like John's, like, the last thing you'd ever want to be.
It's going to be an interesting 4 years.
4 years, a long time.
Will he see all 4 years?
It's not where I want to spend it.
Are you going to run again in 2026?
Not on your life.
All right. So think about the power in that, John. A governor that doesn't care about getting reelected. You could build a legal wall around this state. And maybe in the next 100 years, this place looks the same.
Hold him up! Hold him up!
Are we going to have an international incident? Are they stealing them? Oh, it's Casey! Oh, it's Casey with this. Oh. Okay, we still might have an international incident. However, I would think this helicopter would be faster than these horses. Is the river the border? Mounties? Do we have Mounties also?
Get across the river! You want to go to jail in America?
Oh, Casey's gonna keep going.
You're on the wrong side! On the other side! Get back!
Are we getting a repeat of season 1 except Yellowstone versus what have they called? White River or whatever, River Rock. Thomas's people. We're getting US and Canada? Well, that's quite the stunt.
You rode on our side! Yeah. You have no authority on this side.
That's why I brought him back over.
Those horses belong on this side.
The thieves belong over here.
They didn't make it into Canada.
We trade.
They didn't look too worried about Canadian prison. They seem pretty worried about ours, though. You want a feather in your cap, or do you want to see these sons of bitches in prison for the next 10 years?
Sergeant, bring the horses across.
Bring the horses across. Okay. I was gonna say this John's coronation, his inauguration. Will we make it through the inauguration without incident? And Thomas is there. By invitation. Oh yeah, and there's Miss Whoozy. What's it?
What are you gonna do first? What do you think I'm gonna do?
You're ready, Dad.
I do kind of wish we had seen John more with his fellow ranchers and what his relationship are with them. Although we got that little bit of that in season 1 where he kind of was like the godfather. But then we got distracted by other things. Ooh. Ooh. She had a look. As if that bell tolling isn't ominous. This feels ominous as hell.
Place your left hand on the Bible. I state your name. State your name.
Does John actually not take the seat of governor?
State your name.
Daddy?
I, John Dutton,
do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear on the Constitution of the State of Montana.
Against all enemies.
Remember that one.
Against all enemies.
Foreign and domestic.
Foreign and domestic.
Domestic.
The fact that you're sitting here, the fact that you voted for a man who does not want this job to lead this state, means we share the same goals.
It's putting some trust in your convictions.
Next, I will propose to the State Assembly to double property taxes for non-residents.
Oh. Oh.
We'll also add a 6% state sales tax to all goods sold for non-residents.
So how do you figure that one out for non-residents?
Vehicle registration fees to non-residents. And the message is this: we are not your playground. We are not your haven from the pollution and traffic.
So you can recreate it here.
And mismanagement of your home states. This is our home. You will start treating it like a home and not a vacation rental.
If it isn't legal, you're gonna help him make it legal. I'm about to work you like a rented mule, brother. It's time for your pound of flesh.
Always. As always. I see it in my day job locally. So many people who own houses but don't live here. They don't even live in, not even the state, don't even live in the country. I don't give a shit about the houses that they own. And when you try to remind them of their responsibilities, they conveniently want to be residents. Again, when it's convenient to them, and when it's not, they pretend they're not in the same sentence.
Hey, Dad. You should think twice about canceling the airport funding.
I've thought plenty about it.
You know, there's other revenue streams for the ranch, Jamie.
Oh, name one.
Well, I'm getting a $1.5 for the party. I'm charging his campaign.
Oh, is that it? Well, that's worse, Beth. You can't benefit from campaign funding. That's how he gets impeached on his first day in office.
A Utah LLC is benefiting from it.
We're all going to prison.
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a wedding, it's the inauguration party it's setting up.
This is all your fault. This is never supposed to be me. It's supposed to be you.
Could have
Jesus.
been me. It should have been me.
No.
I could have won.
What?
I have no doubt, but then what? What an embarrassment we are, the sacrifice it took to give us a home. Sacrifice is exactly what we're gonna do. You're gonna sacrifice your ambition. You're gonna sacrifice your fear, your weak, self-loathing heart. You're gonna kill all that. You're gonna get strong, and no matter how it scares you, or how much you disagree, you're gonna do exactly what the fuck I tell you for the next 4 years. Make no mistake, I love Montana, but I'm doing this for our ranch.
How did John make that sound as both a good thing and a bad thing to strengthen Jamie up?
The ranch comes first, you understand me?
I understand.
That shouldn't be a surprise to any y'alls.
What's said between us stays between us.
They signed confidentiality agreements, Dad.
Doesn't mean they uphold it.
If I had your ranch, I'd do the same thing.
You make sure this is my driver every time.
And that's the one thing I still haven't understood. John is fighting so hard to keep the ranch. For whom?
Yes, but since you don't have any dresses, it doesn't really matter how dressy it is.
Screw you, I got dresses.
You have dresses?
I've got dresses.
You have dresses?
Jake's got dresses too. You need to borrow one.
What the hell are you messing with me for?
Jake's trying to pick out his dress for tonight.
Here's what?
He wants to wear a dress, sir.
Wants to wear. Jake? Hey, you got a bet to settle. You settle it somewhere else.
He assumed it was a bet. What kind of lyrics are these? This is terrible lyrics for this time. They're still decorating? What the hell? They should not be decorating. It should have been decorated. My sister does events like these that I've occasionally helped her out on. And no, you are prepared before that first guest arrives.
Excuse me for not studying government in college.
Diesel Academy is not a college.
The more you talk to him, the more he talks back, just in case.
Oh, they do got dress shirts on. They got official shirts on. Ooh.
Here, guys. Hey, Ford, can I get a double Buffalo Trace on the rocks, please? How much do I owe you?
It's an open bar, sir.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
To who?
Oh, no.
4.
5, please.
Oh, no.
How about I just make one for anybody in a cowboy hat?
Yeah.
That'll work.
Oh. Oh, no.
Betsy, what do you know?
I don't know it. I do know there's a cowboy in the Capitol, though. I mean, look at all this.
It's gonna be hell to clean up tomorrow, I bet.
Right?
They can't make us do nothing if they can't find us, huh? Come on, guys.
Best news I've heard all day.
Oh, this is... Oh, fellas. I fear. I fear. I fear.
You're not gonna eat?
Mistress, are you fucking kidding me? I'll see you later. Have a good night.
Those are heavy pours on those wine glasses.
You know, I took over running this ranch from my father when I was 34 years old. The next 30 years, I never spent one night away from this place until this year. First time I've been here in a month.
Except for the time you're in the hospital, John, recovering from a bajillion bullet wounds. Jeez. That looks like a broken wrist or an arm waiting to happen. And a broken tailbone. Yowza! Oh.
Ain't gonna work.
What ain't gonna work?
I'm just window shopping.
Oh, so no interest in a dance?
None.
What if I insist?
How you plan on doing that?
One dance.
That was an intense look. I kind of like that.
What you doing hiding up here?
Just keeping an eye on things, making sure everyone's behaving.
Come on, we can go have some fun.
This party ain't for me, Beth. It ain't for anybody.
It is. It's for everyone.
But when I look down there, Beth, 10 years worries me.
You know, he became governor, so we don't have to worry about the next 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody else could have done that. No state, nobody. That's what worries me.
Kind of with Rip on this one. I worry as well.
the name of the emperor that played the fiddle? Nero was burning. This reminds me of that.
I don't think John's the one fiddling, though.
I want to turn it.
How can you keep an eye on your peoples if you're turning in? Now I've dropped that little piece of hope in your lap. I get him. It's the timing. It's the timing.
Talked to about half the owners. They're sending out trucks. The rest, we could just send back to Billings, sort them out there.
All right. Talk to the wife.
Oh, his wife. I thought he meant the wife who people who own the horses. So it's been a bit. Okay.
All right, looks like we're gonna have to take these horses back to Billings.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe I should meet you there. The cramps are getting worse.
That's 3 weeks early.
Well, 3 weeks is bad. Not horrendous. She didn't get in a car accident. She didn't call somebody to come drive her. Where is her father or her grandfather?
Okay, Mom?
Yeah, where is somebody to drive her? No, sure. Doesn't Tate know how to drive a tractor? Just correlate it to this car. Oh, this is when she crashes. She's gonna hit whatever this is.
You want me to drive? I can drive better than this.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Now, I'm trying not to blame Monica because she's scared. However, you need to be smarter.
It just comes in waves. Sure.
Oh, Jesus, there's a cow, too? Or a buffalo? Or a... What? What? It wasn't just the other car. They had to throw buffalo in there, too. I could have done with one. One would have been sufficient. So does the only Tate die, too? So all of John's offsprings, who was he saving the ranch for? Monica and Tate weren't at the inauguration party?
Haven't seen you in a while.
Although she was pregnant? Tate could have... Oh, I'm just question. Oh!
It's Carter.
Carter! Wow! Okay. He shot up.
Quit eating the fertilizer.
Huh?
Quit growing.
Why?
Because it freaks me out.
How much time has
A
passed?
living reminder of how much time I don't have. If you grow a beard, you're fired.
We need to go to Billings.
Why? What's in Billings?
Okay, so Tate made it. Did she lose the baby?
I had a brother. For an hour anyway. John. They named him John.
It's so cold in here, my nose is running. Okay, so thinking of story structure, what was the purpose of having Monica lose her baby in such a way? Did she need to have a baby to start with? Because it looked like Casey's choices weren't really changing with or without baby. So why give her one just to take it away? So I am interested in to see how Casey changes going forward, especially because had jack squat nothing to do with the rest of the family why she lost the baby. So yeah, how does that tie in? John as governor makes me nervous as hell, and I didn't expect that because he so doesn't want it. He so doesn't want it. And market equity is still there plotting who knows what. Who knows what? And who else is gonna, if I had who was gonna die, did not see Monica and the baby Monica. Anywho, John, I should say John. So, yeah. Why that has to do with anything. I hope it has an effect. If it not, then what was the point? Sometimes there's a lot of things that happen on the show that have jack squat nothing to do with anything going forward, so who knows? And if John's in Helen all the time, Rip has to be the one to take care of the ranch. So does he become more publicly known, which I don't think that's what he wants. But I'm with him though. I'm afraid of the future for them. I kind of miss the days when it was just John and Thomas. Before we threw in all the non-residentials. Oh, but the non-residents, that's fascinating. I wonder if that would work. Yeah, as I mentioned before, because I see it every day in my day job, how much people who do not live in your community but who own land in your community and don't care about it, I see the effect. I'm fascinated by that aspect, which has nothing to do with plot. It's just a device. But I'd be interested. Would that really work? But there we go. Start of season 5. Is this the last season or do we have more coming? I don't know if I remember officially hearing it, but where do we go? So John's going to be fighting off people politically now, and they can't go in with the old school. Or can they? Okay, all right. But thank you so much for being with me on this adventure. Please take care of yourselves. Stay warm. Stay hydrated. If you're walking outside, watch where you're slipping, but stay inside. Stay inside and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, y'all, and until next time.